Would it be possible for Thor to go into bodybuilding? He is known for his role in Game of Thrones, being World's Strongest Man 2018, and also for lifting 501 kg off the floor in his home gym. In order to answer this question, I will analyze his anatomy. That is something that I do with all my clients when they start their 3 months transformation plan, whether they are men or women, skinny or fat, and absolute beginners or more advanced. It is really important to do that to highly reduce the risk of injuries and maximize results. So let's analyze Thor's anatomy, but before that, be sure to follow my account to not miss similar videos, and feel free to tell me in the comments who should I do next. First of all, he is 206 centimeters tall. So just with that, we already know that it is impossible for him to become a professional bodybuilder, because in order to become pro, you need to be quite short. The average height of Mr. Olympia champion is 1.75 meters. So I could stop the video right here, but let's keep going. Also, because he's really tall, it means he wouldn't be able to do lying leg curls because the machine is too small for him. Same thing for hyperextensions on the back extension bench. He should do them on a really big gym ball. He's got narrow clavicles. You can see that because he has really big traps. So narrow clavicles are really bad for bodybuilding because it will determine your shoulder width, and you need long clavicles to have a proper V shape. His arms are long, which is bad for bodybuilding, but great for deadlift. Because of his long arms and his well-developed lats, he has a pronounced valgus, which means he should perform supination movements for the back unilaterally. He shouldn't do barbell bicep curls except if he brings the elbows back, and he should use an easy bar if he's feeling really comfortable with it. For triceps, he should prioritize a close grip on barbell extensions. He should avoid all arms machines. He should avoid dips with a neutral grip and do them with a pronated grip. And he will find it easier to perform lat pull downs with a neutral grip. He shouldn't do barbell bench press, but use machines, cables, and dumbbells. He should perform shoulder presses with dumbbells and use cables or machines for lateral raises. For his torso, he's got a long torso. You can see that because his lats are really high. A long torso is good for bodybuilding, but bad for deadlifts and squats. I would say his rib cage is medium, which is not optimal for bodybuilding, but especially bad if you have long arms and you try to do 1 rep maxes on barbell bench press. I think he learned the lesson. His pelvis is wide, which is again bad for bodybuilding, but great for strength because it gives you more stability. So it's good for barbell deadlifts, barbell squats, and barbell rows. For his femurs and tibias, I would say that they are medium. On some pictures they look shorter because he's so massive and it modifies the perspective, but overall, proportionally to his body, I would go with medium. Now he will have some difficulties on squat because he has a long torso and not really short femurs, but that can be fixed by raising his heels, by putting a plate below them and using a low bar position. But he will never feel comfortable on squats because he's leaning a lot forward because he has a long torso. His calcaneus is short and that's why he has big calves. Because of that, he can do any kind of exercise for the calves. And finally, he doesn't have a leg valgus, which is great to perform leg exercises without injuries. So in conclusion, he has really bad genetics for bodybuilding and doesn't have optimal genetics for powerlifting, but he managed to lift really big weights without having the optimal genetics because he is 200 kilograms and most of it is muscle mass, which is something that you can achieve if you have really long and really thick bones compared to other people on the planet. If you like this video, please feel free to share, leave a like, follow me, and leave a comment. And for those of you who want to help me to change their lives by changing their bodies, just go on my website, apply for coaching, and we'll work together. Bye.